Welcome everybody to another stream, and today we are going to start a new game. We are going to start the Witcher Tales, Thronebreaker. So it's kind of a Gwent-inspired RPG, kind of the card game, wrapped in some RPG elements. But pretty excited for this. Got my Witcher the TV show shirt on. So we'll get into this. We're going to do Bone Breaker mode. Should be the hardest mode they got available. So hopefully we're good enough at these card games to get through this. Let's give it a shot.
Hey, come on. Get them shackles off him. Poor sod can't eat proper.
Dunno, not sure I like that. What if he runs for it? He's worth a heap of coin.
Ah, bollocks. Been holding him a week, hasn't tried a thing. Why he up and bolt now? Matter of fact, got to thinking. What did a sweet, gentle chap like him do to get the Queen of Zerrikania so riled?
She's a shrew, that's what. Queen and witch in one. Worst of both worlds.
Enough about her. What do you say to one more of your tales? While we toss down some cards.
Let's do it.
Why not? And since you mentioned one queen...
Here we go. Oh, nice. All right. Auto save. So I'm sure I don't save throughout this since it's auto saves. Oh, there's multiplayer, huh? We'll just stick to a new game, Bone Breaker. And look at these animations on these. That's really cool. Ah, this music, man. Forgot about this music. Oh. Bone Breaker it is.
The year 1267. War hung in the air, its scent palpable. The mighty empire of Nilfgaard stood poised, greedily eyeing the northern realms just across the Yaruga. In light of the threat, the realm's sovereigns met in summit. They made declarations, pledged fraternal assistance, forged alliances, and then, in good spirits, dispersed. Among them, Neve, queen of the twin realms Lyria and Rivia. You know the name? Heard her beauty extolled? Justly so. Remarkable she was. Not for her graceful exterior, but for her persistence and courage. Where was I? As the queen and her retinue neared her capital, Count Caldwell appeared. In Neve's absence, the Count was to have helped her son, the youthful Prince Willem, run the Twin Kingdoms. Caldwell had clearly ridden hard. Drops of perspiration dangled from his whiskers, his neck red and chafed from a ruff, starched stiff.
Hail, Your Majesty. Delighted to see you in good health. The summit, it ended fruitfully, I hope?
Wow. Okay, I don't know if you guys caught this. This is really cool. The subtitles go as they speak. I think that's the first time I've ever seen that in a game.
Yes, at its end, letters were exchanged, documents signed. Paper. Time will tell of what value.
Wow, that's really cool. Normally, when subtitles are on, I'm just reading ahead and not paying attention, but this really lends to you paying attention to the voice acting, since it doesn't come across until basically when they're speaking it. That's really pretty cool.
That will suffice as cordialities go, Caldwell. Tell me what's happened, for I sincerely doubt sheer longing prompted you to ride out.
Indeed, Your Grace. Another circumstance inspired me to do so. The strays of Sparla, the bandits, I was attended to during Your Grace's absence. The situation's gotten out of hand, I fear.
Strays of Spala. Like dogs, huh? Okay. Disappointing or settle down, Caldwell. Disappointing. I'm disappointed in you.
I deliberated. Wasn't at all certain in giving you the task. I knew you to be an equally good strategist as I am a shepherdess. So my intuition said no. Yet Reynard interceded on your behalf. Your Grace, they're common bandits, while the Count will have a host of men-at-arms to command. Next time, I shall trust my gut. All right, speak. What has happened? Be precise.
As your grace ordained, I set out and was nipping at the bandits' tails for long. We pursued for weeks, until scouts returned, having sighted the Strays' camp in the forest near Locheren. We waited for nightfall to surprise them as they slept. Alas, it proved a ruse. We found the tents empty, straw-stuffed dummies round the fire. Soon, we learned that as we waited for the sunset, the Strays had snuck away, rounded our positions and ridden to Hawksburn.
I beg your pardon, my lord. The tax collectors. That is where they station.
So the gold? All of it?
Oh, snap.
It's stolen, your grace, but I shall do all in my power to recover it. This I vow, if it be your grace's wish.
After weeks in the saddle, your Grace's wishes are modest. A hot bath and a night's sleep in her own bed. Yet, they shall have to wait. I must look personally to this matter. Your force, Caldwell, I will now command. You... send a herald to Hawksburn. They must prepare for the Queen's arrival. Air the rooms, dust off the porcelain. Make certain they do it.
Dang, when you can't rely on somebody to do it, you do it yourself.
Do you see now, Reynard? I believe I foretold it would be thus. My son wasn't ready in the least to rule an entire country.
I confess, Prince Willem has much to learn yet.
Yes. And very little time.
Welcome to the Thronebreaker tutorial. Before embarking on your adventure, you should get acquainted with basic game mechanics. You can control your character using the left mouse button. Follow the cobblestone road to reach the next stage of your journey. Always backtrack. I don't know if there's anything back here, but always backtrack. Just in case. Alright. Going down the cobblestone road. Am I missing anything? Nothing yet so far, I don't think. You expand your army throughout the game, but to do so you must collect the following types of resources: gold, wood, and recruits. Okay, everything up top right corner here. While on the road you can find useful items and even new companions who will support you in battle. If you don't want to miss anything, be sure to thoroughly explore the map and complete side quests. We love side quests. So it's telling me there's something over here. Alright.
Oh, I thought it were bandits riding in.
Okay, get closer. Maybe we gotta get closer, yep. Alright, picked up 9 recruits. Very nice. We'll get all this stuff in here. Doesn't look like there's anything else back here. Go talk to these people.
Milk. They stretched her over a fire till she told them where she buried her gold. Rather die than tell him she would. But I know where she kept it. Sit tight. sketch it out for you.
Nice. Congratulations, you found a treasure map. Search the area and you may just find the secret location marked on the map with an X. Looks like a little house, bunch of trees. Alright. Is there anything else down here? An obstacle blocks your path. To remove it, you will need to spend some of your resources. Your Majesty, it seems someone's felled an old oak, which now blocks the road. Unfortunately, our wagons cannot go around it. How do you wish to proceed? Issue access to the soldiers, put them to work. Have loggers sort the matter out. I got quite a bit of gold. We'll pay loggers and we'll get more wood. We'll do that. Nice, okay. Oh, hey, is this the... Maybe this is where that treasure was at. Oh, I think so. There it is. What did we get? Reynard Odo. Congratulations, you discovered a card that can be used in the Gwent multiplayer card game. Alright. Most interactive objects are marked clearly on your map, but not all. Some events cannot be predicted, so you'd best be prepared for anything.
Count Caldwell rode at the column's head,
Okay.
scanning its flanks with a wary eye that, despite his advanced age, proved very sharp indeed.
Your Majesty! Bandits! There! At the tree line!
The Count's footmen, unaccustomed to escorting their queen, sought to shield her with their bodies and assumed a tight formation to do so. They were promptly knocked aside as Meve charged headlong at the bandits, brandishing her blade and bellowing a ferocious cry.
Attack! Charge!
This music. Oh, man. Meve was convinced the bandits would flee to the cover of the forest upon realizing their grave mistake. After all, no ordinary bandit would dare attack the retinue of the queen. Yet the strays of Spala were of a different breed. They held nothing sacred. Story battle. A key battle in Meve's story. Okay. Unique cards will appear in this battle. Okay. Start battle. Alright, that's where we get into the card game. This is the battlefield. You will play your cards on the bottom half, and your opponent will play on the top. Units can be played on one of the two rows, melee or ranged. But remember, the abilities of some cards may be different depending on the row you play them. Standard battle can last up to 3 rounds. The first to win 2 rounds wins the whole match. Players alternate the turns. During your turn, you can play only one card, but you can use any number of abilities. The player who goes first in a match is the same who initiated the battle. In this case, you encountered an ambush, so your opponents have the first turn.
Rabbit the white of an eye from half a league away.
To attack the Queen? An outrage!
Okay. The strength of each unit you play adds to your army's total strength. Okay, just like regular Gwent. Player whose army has the most strength points at the end of the round will win. At the end of a round will win the round. Some units have armor. Armor absorbs a certain amount of damage dealt to the unit.
Your Grace, the men await. You must lead to begin the attack.
Most cards have an ability of some kind. To learn more about it, select the card and read its short description. Additional information will appear if you right-click on the card. Play any card. Trigger this ability automatically when your leader's ability is used. My leader has an ability. Boost an ally by 4 and give it 1 armor. Okay. Deploy. Damage an enemy by the number of cards on this row, including self. Has a reach of 2. Deploy a copy of each adjacent unit from your deck. Okay. Alright. So we're going to play this guy.
Salt of the earth, they are, Your Grace. They'd follow you into fire. You need simply say the word.
The Scythemen have the Loyal ability. This means that their other abilities are activated every time you use Maeve's ability. Each leader has its own unique ability. To learn what it is, just select the leader. Maeve's ability allows Maeve's ability allows her to boost the unit's strength and add armor to it. She can use this ability once every few turns. To use Maeve's ability, first select her, then select one of your units. Okay?
I shall teach you to respect the crown, you dogs!
Oh, nice. All the way to a 14, 1 armor. You cannot make any more moves. It's time to end your turn. So we're up 14 to 3.
We'll catch 'em all!
Whenever an enemy takes damage, boost by 1. Excuse me. Let me look at these cards. Any card. Whenever an enemy takes damage, boost self by 1. Move 1 unit to the row opposite this unit and damage it by 1. Okay. So I guess if we play this one.
Arbalist at your command.
Take his armor out. Okay. In turn.
Look out! Seek cover! We are bombarded!
Your opponent cards also have abilities. Be sure to read their descriptions carefully and adapt your strategy accordingly. So when he's deployed, move 1 unit to the row opposite this unit and damage it by 1. So this back row must be opposite to this. If he's to play here, okay. I'll have to pay attention to that because he played him, and he moved this back here. Move 1 unit to the row opposite. Okay, so you can just move any unit to the row opposite, which must be him. So if it played here, this would be opposite. Okay. Oh, well, crap. I guess we'll just
Keep
play it
calm,
here.
Tiberius.
So, okay. This should be 3 damage. Take him out. Nice. I could have played. Well, would have only been another 5. He's initially a 5, right?
Yes! Our victory is assured! Sound the horns! May they sing praises of this triumph for ages!
When you have played all your cards, the end turn button will turn into a pass button. When you pass, you will not be able to perform any actions until the start of your next turn. To end the last turn of the round, press the coin button. The players whose army has the most strength points at the end of a round will win the round. In the event of a tie, both players will receive a victory point.
The battle's not yet done. It is better to
Nice.
conserve
First battle
our strength.
won.
Prepare for a strike that will prove decisive. Battle formation! Protect the queen!
Okay, play a card.
Should have listened to me old lady.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
let's just do this.
This harvest,
And then-
reaping black-clad hens.
This guy get it too? Yes. Okay, nice.
The chase is
Although-
on!
I'm already screwing up strategy. I should just put it here. I could play him for 1, 2, 3 damage. So right now this isn't gonna do anything. Other than take out some armor. You've won 2 rounds in a row, which means you're the battle's victor. Congratulations.
I congratulate you on your latest victory, Your Grace. The bandits stood not a chance.
Victory.
Matters seem indeed to have gotten out of hand, to put it mildly.
Neve said, arms crossed atop her shining breastplate.
They've grown bold. Doubtless after the raid on the manor, the tax collectors. I've not heard of an ambush on the high road afore.
Caldwell explained, avoiding his liege's wrathful gaze.
Enough, Caldwell. We must put things right. Come!
The Queen's retinue set out, cavalry in front, infantry and arbalists close behind, and, following in the rear, the bandits, bound in chains.
Oh, look at that. Definitely changed the map. Makes it look like there's a battle that took place here. That's pretty cool.
I do adore this prospect.
Yes. Lyria, the Pearl of the North. With its hills and dales. Why, its beauty matched only by that of its queen.
After 3 weeks in the saddle, I've my doubts, Count. We shall pitch camp here. Our soldiers need respite. A spell of it they deserve.
To survey your army, you must first pitch camp. Pitch camp by pressing the tent button on the left side of the screen. Camp buildings allow you to expand your army and give you access to important information. Most camp buildings can be improved in your workshop. These improvements will give you access to stronger units, thus easing your journey down the line. Enter the workshop. Is this the workshop? Workshop. Here you can build and improve camp buildings. To improve your camp buildings, you must first collect the appropriate quantity of golden wood. So we do have some. For your journey, you'll definitely need access to a regional map, but to get it, you will first need to improve your royal tent. Upgrade the royal tent to level 2. Okay. Level 2 royal tent. 1,000 gold, 50 wood. Thanks to the improvement, you now have access to the regional map, which you can open from the main game screen. The workshop itself can also be improved. With each subsequent improvement, you will gain access to new, stronger units. Okay. It's a command tent. Go to the command tent to view your army. I guess it's probably wanting me to do all this. In the command tent, you can create units and build your army from available cards. Improving this building will increase your army's recruit cap, allowing you to use stronger units. Man, I don't know why I'm so tired right now. The cards currently in your deck are displayed on the left-hand side. Okay, these right here. All cards available for you to create and place in your deck are displayed on the main screen. So that must be all of these. You gain access to new cards by upgrading your training grounds and workshop, as well as through certain story-related tasks. Grayed out cards are available, but have not yet been created. You must first create them before you can include them in your deck. Your deck must contain a minimum of 25 cards while not exceeding your army's recruit cap. Currently, your recruit cap sits at 125 points. To create new cards, you need a particular resource, recruits. You can gain recruits at conscription posts, which are marked on the map with a helmet icon, as well as through certain story-related tasks. You've received additional resources to recruit a Wagenberg card. Right-click now on Wagenberg to preview and recruit it. Okay, which one's the Wagenberg? This one. Damage all units on an enemy row by this unit's armor amount, then lose all armor. Gain 1 armor whenever a card appears on this row. Okay. So we're going to recruit this. Yes, I wish to recruit. Okay. Add Wagenberg to your deck. Okay, add right there. Okay, now I'm at 25 of 25. You can now view and create new cards or return to the main game screen to continue your journey. So, these are all cards I have currently, right? Pikeman, Wagenberg, Drummer. But I can make more to add. What is Fortitude Tonic? Oh no, come back. Put that back in there. +11. I don't know what this is about, but we'll keep that there for now. Alright, back. You can now take a look at your other camp buildings to familiarize yourself with their functions, or you can return to the main game screen to continue your journey. Let's go back to this workshop. So the royal tent, that's trinkets. A place where you can share stories with your comrades. These are locked, apparently. Command tent. Use scouts to mark the location of treasure and resources on your regional map. Training grounds. Gain between 25 and 75 gold for every battle won. Gain 1 recruit after every battle won. Interesting. Provides access to the training grounds and enables you to recruit new combat units in the command tent. Workshop. Enables you to create new combat units. Okay. Interesting. Alright. This is the royal tent. Mess tent. You can talk with your companions in the mess tent. Give them a little bit of your time and you may learn a secret or two. Reynard. Grey Rider. Okay, he's like a statistics bro. Okay. What is this
A bit
guy?
of respite, Reynard.
Yes. But if you've any new orders, Your Grace, I can be ready at any...
on just a second. Advertisements. Why do people gotta advertise? Deleting those from the channel. Alright.
At ease, Reynard. At ease.
Wilhelm is not suited to be king. It is not worrisome sitting alone. I must go. It's not
Alas,
suited.
I've come to fear Willem might simply not be cut out to be a king, let alone a good one.
A harsh judgment, Your Grace. Let's not be hasty. The prince is but 16 summers to him.
And is thus fully grown. The crown he should be able to bear at his age. Yet I left the land in his care for but a few months, and look what's become of it. Bandits roam and loot unchecked.
We might yet learn of mitigating circumstances, events beyond his control.
Would that it were so, Reynard. Would that it were so. Elsewise we must hope Ancaeus will demonstrate more wit than his brother. Though I see little chance of that either. Don't you find it wearisome sitting alone? Wouldn't you prefer another's company? Swapping tales with the innkeep, even?
Your concern I most appreciate, Your Grace, but I prefer silence.
Has it always been thus with you? Ever a man apart?
Quite the contrary, Your Grace. As a youth, I gloried in company, delighted in conversation.
So what was it that changed you?
That delight nearly cost me my head. But do you truly not know the tale, milady? How I came to be your departed husband's aide?
I don't, but would gladly hear it.
I had but 20 winters behind me when I enlisted. Yet I was granted the rank of lieutenant from the start, not by merit, but by birth. The respect of veteran officers, both my peers and seniors, that they could not grant, nor did I deserve it. To earn that respect became my driving aim, and to seem wise beyond my years, I began spouting off about the king's decisions. This maneuver Reginald botched, that he failed to think through, and yet elsewhere he blundered like a schoolboy.
Doomed to end badly.
Talk of that nature could only ever result in misfortune.
It was not long before I was clanking about in shackles. Another officer had reported me. I was charged with lèse-majesté. The court-martial took but a quarter of an hour to deliver verdict and sentence. I was guilty of treason, and the noose awaited me. But Reginald first stayed the execution, then ordered that I repeat every word I'd uttered about his person or deeds. Soaked with sweat, my voice cracking, I did as he ordained. Reginald listened, raptly and silently, and when I'd finished, he declared I was right. He then appointed me his personal aide. A clever lad like you, I can always use at my side.
Indeed. Though hardly sharp himself, wisdom in others Reginald both recognized and heeded.
It was then I swore two things. Firstly, never again to wag my tongue like a fool. Secondly, never to betray his trust.
And you never did. Know what he told me moments before he passed? Trust none of them, Meve, save Reynard. The old sod was right about that, at least. I thank you for sharing that tale, Reynard. Truly.
All right, I must go.
It's time I attended to other matters.